Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on crypto, and I hope you're having a good one. Um, if you've been paying attention, you know that crypto has been jumping over the past 24 hours. In actuality, if you've really been paying attention, it's been jumping since the beginning of the year. All right, it's just been making big moves as of right now. But you really shouldn't be surprised, right? I've been delivering to you a lot of reporting on exactly why things are happening. And I even said there are some things that are going to have effect today and some things that are going to have a knock on effect later on. Well, we're starting to enjoy that later on now, right? Aren't we? So let's start with Robinhood. Robinhood's volume, crypto volume, just crypto volume, jumped 95% in January. They just released their numbers. Assets under custody for them rose up to $74.7 billion dollars. So that's what they're enjoying. That's what they're seeing. And that tells you overall across the market, that's a pretty good sampling. You want to know who else saw a jump? Singapore's DBS Bank's digital arm, their crypto trading arm, or DBS Digital Exchange, has seen an uptick of 80%. These are really big moves. And again, they didn't really happen overnight. It's been a buildup of different strategic moves, both by institutional investors and as a group, retail investors. So there are things we should be paying attention to. This is why I say, there are a lot of people out there that do a great job, charting things for you and showing you, the golden cross and all these different things that can be used to look at the crypto space in a more stock market kind of way, right? That's great. Go do that. I tend to look at things from a news perspective, from a use case perspective, from an adoption perspective, because those are things that are going to make things actually move, right? So, to that end, you have Polygon's zkEVM, which is supposed to bring a tremendous amount of scalability to Ethereum. It's what Ethereum wants to be, right? That's going to launch as a beta on their mainnet March 27th. That's how fast it's going to be here. Now, if you're familiar with Polygon, you know they have tons of projects running on their network. I'm expecting there'll be tons more. And again, there's a sleeper kind of piece of news that's just waiting. It's just waiting. Don't forget what they did with Disney last year. Don't sleep on that. That's not going to be insignificant. I think when more news drops on that, it's going to be huge. As if yesterday's news with Siemens dropping a bond on Polygon's network, big. You want to know what Hong Kong did? Hong Kong used Goldman Sachs or their blockchain or their crypto technology to create their own $102 million bond. The significance of that is not the bond, it's not the technology, it's the fact that they're the first government to do so. What they also did is they announced, well, starting June 1st, we're going to legalize crypto. Our citizens, Hong Kong, our citizens will be allowed to trade crypto beginning June 1st. Brian Armstrong lost his mind in a good way, in a good way. He's like, yo, US regulators, what the hell are you doing? Because you're sitting on your hands and not doing anything, the United States could lose its seat as the crypto hub or as a crypto hub because there are many. So this is a very big deal, and this is what he's calling out against the U.S. government. Get up off your butt. This is why I say that Hester Peirce is correct. The SEC, Gary Gensler, and his little henchmen want to introduce qualified custodians, whatever the hell that means. And she's saying, listen, first of all, there's not enough time to actually review what you're trying to propose, which means they're trying to steamroll it through, right? So there's not enough time to understand what you're doing, to actually take a deep dive into it. Two, you don't even necessarily have the right tools to manage the crypto space. That right there. Boom. Right there. They're trying to steamroll crypto into what they want it to be. They are not the right agency. The CFTC is the right agency. Managing crypto through prosecution is not the answer. It's not. That means that there is zero clarity in what companies, firms, people should not do in the space. No guardrails, just, oh, you did that? Huh, okay, keep doing it. Oh, we'll come back in a couple of years and then we'll prosecute you after you've been doing something for so long and we haven't paid attention. We'll prosecute you, even though we do not have regulations in place for you to abide by. How dare they go after Kraken without not first having told Kraken and everybody else, this is how it's done. Let us help you file and become registered. Snake-like moves by the SEC. Snake-like. Like? Big word. Anyway, that's why I'm looking at that and I'm just going, wow. Now, Wyoming did something. Wyoming is a privacy-centric state. Crazy about privacy. Just go look up trusts in Wyoming. You'll understand what I'm saying. They have now, the courts have now ruled, or there's a law now that says no state court shall force anyone to give up their private keys. Remember, not your keys, not your crypto. So you should be thinking, as soon as you hand over your private keys to somebody else, it's not your crypto anymore, because you know damn well they're going to go in there and they're going to drain it. That's what you should be paying attention to. Wyoming made a big move doing that. The question is, will other states follow? You know, New York and Texas won't. Just saying. But it is a very big deal, and we should be paying attention to moves like that, as we should be paying attention to moves that the SEC is doing. Somebody needs to rein in Gary Gensler, and I honestly don't think that the Biden administration is going to be the administration to do that, because I wonder if they're just doing it, they're supporting him, as a matter of fact. That's how I feel. I feel like Gary Gensler is being supported by the Biden administration to continue doing what he's doing. We need regulators to actually step up and do their job. We're not asking a lot. We're just asking you to do your job. Anyway, ZDJ on crypto. You know what we should do? We should get into the numbers. Yes, we know that crypto is up, but we should start to begin to understand why crypto is up. Okay? So these are the numbers. You know what? I can refresh this. I can definitely refresh this for you. So we're getting fresh numbers. Clearly, these are the only two that are down. I know nothing about those projects, so we don't care. Right there, almost nobody's down. At best, you're sideways. But looking over here, what do you see? Blur Network coming back up 38%. So they came out, they took a tremendous dive, like 85%, 84 and change. Took a tremendous dive, hit rock bottom, and then rose with everybody else. They're taking now that particular NFT marketplace. I don't know about the coin, meaning I don't know that I would invest in the coin, but the marketplace is saying, listen, creators have the right to collect royalties, and OpenSea has not embraced that thought, and that's where the fight begins. So that part is interesting to me, and in a short period of time, they're ranked at 125. Just saying. I have to go check to see what they are on CoinMarketCap, but they're probably not far off. So that's very interesting. Who else is up that I'm paying attention to? OKB is up. Okay, that's a lot because it's 15%. Let's see. Gala is up 12%. Loopring is up 11%. Harmony is up 10%. So we'll start to go on the other side and we'll start to see who else is up, right? Because looking at the list, right now, everybody's down a little bit. But if you look at the 24-hour, Bitcoin, 8.83%. Ethereum, 6.73%. Now, Bitcoin rose more than Ethereum. You can tell that year to date. Year to date and over the past 90 days, Bitcoin has risen more than Ethereum. And remember, just a little while ago, Ethereum had risen more than Bitcoin. These are things that we should be paying attention to. I had a conversation with my friend Sean, we were texting back and forth. And Sean's like, listen, if you're paying attention to Forex, you should be paying attention to crypto. There are a lot of things that are going on, and that's where I agree with him. It's not that I would trade crypto like Forex in certain cases, but there are a lot of things that you can do, a lot of things you can understand, meaning if I bought, Bitcoin, I now have more capital to flip some of that into Ethereum because it's cheaper. This is what I mean. It doesn't take a lot to learn, but there is a lot to learn, right? So just get yourself in the mindset of, I'm going to pick up more knowledge, a little bit more every day, just a little bit more every day. Looking at the big picture. Oh, now let's go. It takes so long for the screen because it gives a lot of information. So it takes a little bit for the screen to pop up. So bear with it. Oh, see that? It was almost there. Come on, let's go. That's just taking too long. No, I'm not changing anything. So I want to get rid of this. We get a little bit more room. Get rid of this. And now you can see Ethereum. It actually, if you were paying attention late last night, you actually saw Ethereum tip above 1,700. Yep, you heard me. It tipped above 1,700. Bitcoin is up to almost 25,000. You're seeing big moves. Look at Matic. People are sleeping on Matic, but Matic's got a lot coming. A lot coming. It's at $1.35. This is a high, not an all-time high. It's nowhere near an all-time high, but this is a recent high. Definitely for this year. I'm pretty sure, for last year, except when it was coming down off its all-time high. So this is a big deal to be paying attention to. XRP hasn't moved, 39 cents. Oh, okay. Not going to cry about that. Cardano, 40 cents. Last week it was in the 30-cent range. 30 cents, 30-something cents. That's what I'm paying attention to. All right? So when you're looking at Bitcoin, remember I told you the top line right here where my crosshairs are, that was an old low back in the day. So what I'm paying attention to is, can we maintain above that blue line, above that 23,417? If we can maintain there, yes, our next hit would be 25,210. Pay attention to what I'm saying to you, right? Because if we can maintain above 23,417, I keep telling you, I'm not going to buy into any kind of rally until it maintains above that line and sustains for a while. All right? But if we do, 25,210 is the next number. And then after that, it would be 28,28. Just saying, I am paying attention. The next one after that would be 31,579. So I don't spend time trying to teach you charts or show you charts and all that good stuff. That's not what I'm all about. I'm just trying to help you get an idea about how you can start to read charts and see where things are going. 15,482 was the most recent low. That's what I'm talking about. And then you came up to 17,449. Then we stayed above that significantly. Then we have 23,417. This is how I'm paying attention to what the market is doing. All right, where it can go and all that other good stuff. Look at this. Look at that. 68 billion in total value locked. That is a nice number, and it's going to continue to rise, I think. Fear and greed index. Oops, there you go. Let's just scroll down. Fear and greed index is at 62. We are deep in the green zone right here. So that's what I mean by let's start to pay attention. Now, let me say something else, and this part is very important. Everybody's a freaking rock star when things are going up. Remember that. Everybody is a freaking rock star when things are going up. Take a look at all the people that you've been listening to, all the people you've been paying attention to, and what were they saying when things were down? That's when you know people are really in the game. That's when you know. Because when it's going up, Everybody called it. Oh, I called this. I called that. What were you doing when things were coming down? What were you saying when things were coming down? Did you stay in the game? Did you bow out? Did you cry about it? Did you readjust your strategy and then put back in? Is that what you did? Because that would be the smart thing. That would be the smart thing. That's what I did. My kids did. We readjusted our strategies. Got out a little bit, but stayed in. Remember, we have two totally different. There's a trading wallet. There's an investment wallet. We pay attention to those things. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto. I hope what we're doing here, giving you all this research and all this reporting, I hope it helps. If you have questions, let me know, and I'll do a Q&A. All right, Sean had one. That's why I brought it up today, because Sean was talking about Forex and how you can transfer those skills over to crypto. And if you pay attention and you're trading crypto, you really can. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto. Have a good one.